The initial sad reality is that on your journey of personal growth, at some point, you may need to leave a group of friends behind who aren't growing at the same pace as you. The common feeling that your life has not begun, that your present reality is a mere prelude to some idyllic future. This idyll is a mirage that'll fade as you approach, revealing that the prelude you rushed through is in fact the one to your death. We sacrifice happiness to achieve success in the hopes that success will make us happy. If you created an equation of what's going on and you just remove success from both sides, what are you left with? Just happiness. As everyone is jealous of what you've got, no one is jealous of how you got it. I am certain that my inner void will be filled when and the benefit that people who are not yet as rich or as famous as they want to be is that they still have the potential panacea for them to get to. Most people need to realize that they're already spending tons of time worrying about the future and the past. They're going back to this thing that they regret. I wish I'd done this differently. I have rumination about something that occurred. I have a sense of wistfulness for something that I've maybe missed. I'm grief for something that I've lost. And then they're concerned about the future. They think, I'm uncertain about this thing that's going to happen. I could plan, I could try and come up with a solution for this. So you're already worrying about the past. You're already doing reflection and planning, just in a very unstructured way where you don't get to choose when it hits you in the face. This is your opportunity to change anything behaviorally. You can change anything you want. Not everything you want, right? That's the problem. You can become anything you want behaviorally, but you can't be everything you want. So you need to pick a small number. The single best question to work out what you should be doing next year. What would have to happen by the end of 2026 for me to look back on 2026 and consider it a success? I think that really helps to just give you a bit more perspective. And it usually comes down to only a few things. You don't usually have so much in your mind when you do that. Setting the bar unrealistically high does not increase your performance. Imagine this. Imagine that you went into a buffet and you made your plate as big as possible. You said, I want all of these things. I'm going to put all of this stuff on my plate and my stomach is going to expand to be able to fit it. That's not the way that our stomachs work. And that is not the way that our workloads work. So in order to pick something up, you have to put something down. Don't assume that just because you've loaded more onto your workload plate, your work capacity will expand to be able to fit it into your stomach. No, that's not the way that it works. Make the assumption, I can do no more than I'm doing now. I can switch stuff, but I can't add more in. Maybe you can, maybe you're gonna be able to squeeze your phone time, maybe you're gonna be able to become more efficient, more productive, whatever, but it's safer to just assume this is the pie that I'm playing with, and in order to pick something up, I have to put something down. That's a really important thing, because at the moment, it's December 29th. I'm full of gusto and motivation and I can't wait, I'm gonna crush it. And yeah, for the first week, maybe you've got that. But if you're using motivation and enthusiasm to work yourself through your goals are predicated largely on a fuel source that you don't have control over. You don't have a massive amount of control over your motivation over a long amount of time. Like it comes and then it goes. You want something that's a little bit more rigid. So in order to pick something up, you have to put something down. Problems are a feature of life, not a bug. And there will never come a time when you have no problems. What did you think you were going to wake up one day and there be no more problems, like completing a video game level and going to a map where there's nothing there, right? Things are always going to incur problems. Your problems will change, but having problems is going nowhere. Whatever negativity is consuming your thoughts probably won't matter in 3 months' time. Like in 3 months, you won't remember the corrosive texture of your own mind, or the boring, repetitive things that you thought, or maybe even what you worried about. I think, what were you worrying about 3 months ago, right now? Probably can't remember. But all of the time that you spent worrying will have passed. So you're sacrificing your joy and your presence in the moment for a problem that you won't even be able to recall in the future. So immortality would kind of be the only life where so much flippancy with the time that we have would be acceptable. Learning comes from the edges. Change is uncomfortable, and it rarely occurs without a lot of stress.
Learning comes from the edges?
From the edges. Yeah, proximate zone of development.
What does that mean?
You pushing yourself just beyond what you're comfortable with. And sometimes this can be emotional pain too. Leaving the job happens when you get pushed out of region beta on the bottom end, or growth happens when you overextend yourself the right amount, not so much that you get injured, but so much that you're challenged, that this is a new zone for you to get into. And clawing up, wow, and it expands your potential, your idea of what you're able to do, and it's like, it pushes you so that your system becomes more resilient on the other side. Many of the periods of radical, important change that you have had in your life have only occurred because of severe challenges you faced. Like, look back, almost all of the big periods of growth in your life have germinated from your lowest points. In retrospect, would you have avoided them if you could? Probably not. So yeah, this challenge is a gift. You can lean into discomfort as if you invited it through the door. It's like, oh, there we are. Hello, it's good to see you. Discipline eats motivation for breakfast. You don't need motivation. It's great if it arrives. It's some extra fuel on the fire, but discipline is the thing that you need. What would you tomorrow want you today to do? You tomorrow would want you to keep that promise to yourself. And it's why discipline is so much more valuable. I remember this conversation between Jocko Willink and Sam Harris 6 years ago. And they're talking about how you can't fake bravery, because if you do a thing in spite of being scared of doing the thing, that is bravery. Right? There's no such thing as fake bravery. Like if you do the thing and you're scared, that's bravery. If you don't do the thing and you weren't scared, that's not bravery, right? The same thing goes for discipline. Doing the thing in spite of not wanting to do the thing is discipline, right? You don't need motivation to get yourself up to go and do a thing. Make the promise small, build it up step by step. Know that you are going to have setbacks, and this is my favorite rule from James Clear, which is a habit missed once is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the start of a new habit. Never miss 2 days in a row. So ideally, go for a month, build it up, but after that, if you ever miss one day, go, okay, mistakes are going to happen. Tomorrow I double down. Tomorrow I go on time, absolutely perfect. I'm straight up out of bed, or I go to the gym, or I walk the dog, or I do my meditation or whatever. And that's a good heuristic. Stops errors snowballing into new habits. It seems to me that on every hero's journey, as soon as they make the commitment to go from where they are to where they want to be, their self-belief never wavers. Right, sure, there's ups and downs in the journey and the progress, but their conviction doesn't slip. It's like, at that moment, the clouds parted and I was sure I was going to become a UFC fighter, I was going to become a businessman, I was going to get off drugs, change my mindset, whatever. In my experience, that's not the way it is at all. Like, your entire journey of personal growth is just steeped in doubt and self-pity and uncertainty, and it tarnishes the whole experience. It's not sexy. It's not cool. You're like, this is supposed to be my Rocky cutscene. It's 3.5 minutes in the movies, but it's been 4 years for me. What's going on? There's not even the promise that there's any glory on the other side of it. And this is exactly why it's so much easier to just go back to your old patterns. Why it's easier to just go back to doing the old things that you used to do. People make small changes. They do little things. Lose 5 pounds, or they change companies. But how many people do you know that have really changed their mindset, lost 50 or 100 pounds, or changed careers, or moved from the city that they grew up in? It's rarer. And I think the reason that I love this Lonely Chapter idea is that it names something that a lot of people feel is a bug, not a feature of personal growth, which is this discordance with their old patterns and their old friend groups, and the fact that they don't know whether the uncomfortability is supposed to be there. Is this discomfort right? Is my self-doubt? Surely I should just believe and see it, believe it, achieve it? Am I not supposed to just be, single-mindedly going toward my goal? Every single person who has gone from a place where they didn't want to be to one where they did has had to go through this lonely chapter and deal with all of this.